tell me what happened now.
Steering is fixed.
We have a steering. Oh my god, after 3 months of having almost no steering, shitty, broke down, what do you say to the fucking steering that we had before, and now finally we had so many like close calls in the North Sea of, you know, dodging oil platforms and other boats and shipping channels, going through the Kiel channel with a half broken steering system. It's a fucking miracle that we came this far, and now finally we could fix it properly. And now look at the steering, it's so accurate and never free spinning. Oh, you can't believe.
Jojo.
Huh?
We're going to celebrate.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate today, because this is like, we have been tearing our minds apart about the steering for months now, and now it's fixed and we cannot wait to sail again. We have so many improvements on the boat here in England, and the steering is was the biggest issue we need to fix, and now it's fixed, and now we can hopefully fix the generator fully, and then we are good to go, heading south, sailing south to the warm weather. Because right now, you see my jacket, it's the middle of August in England and it's sometimes raining and under 20 degrees, like 18, 17, really cold. It's unbelievable. I have to go.
Line up under the skiff.
Oh, look at this. The water moving. We have been stuck in this marina over there for 6 weeks fixing the boat. You can't believe how good it is to finally head off in the sea again. Out there. So now we're heading south to Dover and to Portsmouth. That's our goal. It's gonna probably take 2 to 3 days, we will see. And say hello to our newest crew member, Michael from Canada.
Cheers!
Glad to have you on board.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks to you. Nice to be on board.
Ideally we would sheet in now. Yeah, ready to raise the sail? Get ready. Raising. Stop. Just watch them. So now we are parallel, and the throat is at the end. They make it tight,
You gotta raise your...
and I wait. And now I raise it all the way. And now you can help me to do the trick.
Good. Want me to do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
One more time. Okay. Hold it down for me, so I can tie it off. So now we got the jib, the stay, the main and the mizzen up, which is enough for now. Classic. And now is the magical moment where I can turn off the engine. Listen to this. When the noise of the engine will be gone, it will be so beautiful. Oh, let me switch on the light. Zack. Ah, silence. Silence. Wonderful. Turning these fans off. Oh, not getting seasick. Woo! Wonder, 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 wonder. Wonder, wonder, wonderful. Listen to these. No sound. Michael out there, about to raise the sails. He's learning really fast. Night watch is always a little bit more exciting and adventurous than, you know, day watches, because sometimes you see basically nothing, and then these windows here in the pilot house are tinted, and then the instrument lights are blinding you a little bit. But thankfully we have the radar. Radar is a lifesaver. With the radar we can detect all obstacles, buoys and other ships in the area. So at first it was all really smooth sailing. We were motoring through the night because there was not ideal wind. Everything seemed fine. Low waves, almost no waves. But then suddenly we came around the corner onto the Dover Strait, and suddenly, in a matter of 1 minute, from flat sea to 2-meter waves, and we had to pound directly into those waves because we had to go this way. And in Dover Strait everything is very narrow. It's like a piece of water between Dover and France, and there's like one big shipping channel going through, a lot of shallows on both sides, and insane amounts of cargo ships going back and forth. So really you don't want to tack upwind there, you want to motor through. You want to go straight, you don't want to cross the shipping lanes all the time. It's just, especially at night time, it's crazy. It's really dangerous to do it. We were motoring against the waves, against the current, against the wind, and suddenly the diesel bug came again. Like in the North Sea, there was again algae getting kicked up in the tank, sucked into the engine, into the fuel filters, and the fuel filters started to clog up. The engine started to fail again. We changed the pre-filters again, and we're trying to run the engine again, which didn't work for long. Then we were basically without an engine again, drifting around, like putting some sails up and trying to hold ourselves in a position where we wouldn't be drifting into any shallows or into the shipping channel. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, you know. Sometimes I had to take the steering. It was pitch black, you could see basically nothing. Dave was working in the engine room, and you know, I'm not the most experienced sailor in the world. Then Kira, a new crew member we took on in Harwich from Ireland, she disagreed with Dave on what to do and how to do and where to go, and it was basically she screaming at Dave, then Dave screaming at her, leaving all the rest of us like really confused, and it was basically like mutiny. She disagreed with his decisions and it was like chaos. Then we started the engine again, this time on the last filters, basically the engine's fuel filters without any pre-filters. The thing is, if those clog up, you have no filters anymore and the engine is dead and you cannot start it anymore. So it was a risk, but it kind of worked for a while, and yeah, we were basically motoring in the right direction, but we were going on high speed with the engine and doing only 2 knots because the current and the wind was against us. Then I was like starting to puke, everyone was starting to puke, and then I was like, you know, puking over the side, running into the engine room, you know, trying to tell Dave the fuel pressure every minute or so, because we have to watch it so closely in that case. And if you go in the engine room and everything moves, you get seasick very fast. And yeah, then really stressful situation at night, you know. And then suddenly there was a really bad noise. We never heard that of an engine before, and something in the engine broke and the engine shut down, and it was basically an engine failure. We had no engine anymore, and yeah, we were basically only with the sails drifting along with the current, and our plan was to anchor somewhere where it was not so deep. And yeah, we threw the anchor out. The anchor kept dragging, and we were drifting towards shore. So now drifting into this buoy over there. Shit. Looks pretty shitty right now. Here's the fucking buoy. We don't want to hit that. So then we basically had no other option except calling for help, calling the Coast Guard to tow us somewhere safe.
That one. I'll take that one.
Holy motherfucking
With the buoy on it.
Can you light me for some?
Eh?
Can you light me with the flashlight? Fuck.
What are you looking for?
Can you light more from this direction?
Okay, yeah.
Tell me when you're ready with the buoy.
Did you figure out how to get it loose?
Yeah, there's a normal shackle. But first you need to tie the buoy to it, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
So, we'll do that. Take a couple minutes.
And bye, Dave.
Through here.
Now I need a hand up so I can't get off. Through, buddies. Oh, there we go. Nothing to it. Now tie this thing off to it. All right, now go ahead. See if you can tie this chain loose.
I'm so fucking exhausted. I don't even know what all went down in that road. And now we are here in Ramsgate, which is a really beautiful little town. But the main engine has a major damage. We need to repair it. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Always when we're going out to sea, we're having major breakdowns. This is just craziness. El rojito. Sailing, finally. Unbelievable. Impossible.